Yeah.
So that speaks a lot about how they treat the users of the space, you know. That's where interior designers come in, you know, but they don't want to engage interior designers, maybe because it save costs, you know. So all these compromises affects the users of the space, you know. So
How much do you put yourself to creep into these scope of work? For instance, just now you mentioned like you don't want to just do interior design for a hotel, but you want to work all the way down to their
yeah,
tissue, their
yeah,
apron, their
yeah,
logo, their
yeah,
wayfinding, right? So on the projects that you have worked with,
yeah.
which one kind of strike your mind in terms of sort of achieving something, a part of something that you really like, aside from just doing interior design?
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, like I do not want to overstep my role as a designer.
Yeah.
You know, like I respect graphic designers and I respect artists, and you know, like shout out to like people like Pamela from Posting Studio. Like,
Mm-hmm.
there are people who are great at doing multidisciplinary work, right? And but I guess for me, like I mentioned just now, specifically like a hotel project, a boutique hotel, because that is a project that I've envisioned exploring not just the interior aspect, but also the graphic, also the uniform, also like some of the cutleries. Because that's it's like a preference of mine. It's like a personal interest to develop that for a hotel. You
Mm.
know, so I don't think I have this mindset for all project. You know, I don't try to if I'm doing like a retail project right now, I'm not going to interfere with non-interior design related stuff. You know, because specifically for me, I've always envisioned hotel where I
Mm-hmm.
get to like sort of introduce my own like flair on the fashion and the graphic. Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Which part of like the entire business that you're working on is the most challenging?
You mean for my practice? I think what's challenging is to nurture employees to becoming more uh what's the word? I guess for me I want my designers to feel connected with the goals that we have,
Mm.
right? And there's a fine line between because I own the business, so my attachment to the business and the success of the business, no one can match that, and I understand that, right? It's a reality that I have to accept. I cannot expect employees to match my enthusiasm and passion for the business, right? They will not bleed for the business. So for me, the challenge is to find the balance on how do I motivate you to care about the business and push you to be the best for the studio, but at the same time understand when to like lower my expectations when I need to. Because I mean, I've been in the industry for 10 years, right? So I've had multiple employees. And as long as you're an employee, as long as you work for Studio 3, you work with Studio 3, like I will die for you in a sense, symbolically. I will never like throw my own team under the bus. But the minute they leave, right? Then you start to see what they like disregard about because for me my lens I call it naive. If you are working with me, I'll protect you no matter what. But the minute you leave, then I start to see like, oh, you actually didn't really care, or you did this, or you lied to this supply. Like there's so many things that unfold, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's when I realized, okay, no one really cares about the company as much as the business owner.
Mm.
So that's a reality that I'm slowly starting to adjust because I'm very emotional. I'm a very emotional person, very sentimental. So like I get attached very easy. So the older I get, the more I'm trying to like
Detach.
detach myself,
Mm.
to find that balance. Because I'm a dad, I'm a father of four, right? So at home, I play with my kids and I talk to my kids. And then at work, I carry that little bit of like fatherly instinct to my studio. I don't treat my employees like children, but like there is this protective nature of like, it's okay, like we'll figure it out.
Mm.
You know,
Mm.
there's